Even they want to work 1 hour more also, no issue. That's what.
Shall we start, sir? Yes. Good morning, all of you. Today is the last day of the faculty development program, and we have with us a very well-known personality in the field of electrical engineering, that is Professor Vinod Kumar. He has almost 40 plus years of experience in the field of electrical engineering. He was a professor in NIT Warangal, and he recently retired, and he is working in SR University Warangal presently. He did his PhD from IIT Kanpur, okay, long back in 1986. Okay, so he has contributed a lot for electrical engineering. Moreover, we like his personality, humble behavior, very humble, and always helping to others. So I personally liked that character, and I remember him from day one when he visited VTU as for one resource person for the workshop. So that humble nature really motivated us to practice that, and same we can imbibe, and even we can tell it other students also to follow that characteristics. That is very important. And today we have with us Professor Vinod Kumar. Now I will request Professor Amarendra sir to invite him, and please, with a token of love and appreciation with a bouquet. Thank you, Professor Amarendra sir and Professor Vinod Kumar sir, for joining us. And I hope all participants will join shortly. And today is the last session, as already yesterday it has been already conveyed. After sir session, we'll have a valedictory, then followed by lunch. Then at 2 o'clock we have exams. Okay, so that is the end of the schedule today. Okay, and I request all of you to have a good interaction with Professor Vinod Kumar sir. You will not get such a personality. Whatever questions about your profession, how to proceed with electrical engineering, what are the opportunities are there, what are the research avenues, scope, everything, because with a vast 40 plus years of experience in the field of teaching as well as in electrical engineering, you don't get such a personality for interaction, and he is ready to interact. Okay, I request all the scholars also to make use of this opportunity. Thank you, sir. Sir, now you can start, sir. Yes.
What else? Okay, very good morning, everyone, and in particular the head of the department, Professor Amarendra and Professor Arun Kumar. I will thank to Arun Kumar from the beginning. He was asking since last 1 month onwards, okay, dates and all that, okay, and coming to this place also, he was directing me how to do and all that like that. Therefore, I will thank the department as well as the faculty for giving me this opportunity. Okay. Now come back to this title of the FDP, that is AI/ML based e-mobility. Therefore, in this one, my agenda is I will talk about very less about the autonomous electric vehicles because it is very little. I will concentrate more on the this AI/ML, machine learning, as well as the deep learning like that. Okay. Therefore, before this, what is the need to go for the AI/ML? Because several speakers might have talked about this electric vehicles and all that. Okay. Therefore, the title itself, AI/ML based e-mobility. Okay. Then what is the need to use machine learning and all that? Because everyone will talk as on today, this machine learning, data science, several things, is it not? So why we want to go? Therefore, if you want to go for anything new algorithms, what is the need? Because when I was teaching in my PhD was 92, this is a neural network based state estimation. At the time, what happened is that my guide, Professor S.S. Srivastava, asked me to do work based on the neural network based state estimation, power system state estimation. Then he asked me, first of all, to go to the library and do the literature survey. Like that, no explore, nothing was there, online material. Therefore, literature survey itself used to take 3 to 4 months, 6 months, something like that, because we should identify the gaps, etc. Therefore, when I went to library, any material is there on this neural networks. At that time, neural network is coming up. In 92, I'm talking. Therefore, after going to the library, after 15 days or 20 days, I got only 2 or 3 papers on neural networks at that time, 1992. Then I came back to my supervisor telling there are not much papers are not there on this one. He immediately told me the papers are not there, it is good for you only. That if you do some research, you can publish. Like that he encouraged. Therefore, after that, coming back 90 to 95 from IIT Kanpur, I started 95 itself as an elective course. This neural network, fuzzy logic, like that, I started 95. Therefore, to start this one, I will basic question I will ask the students. That is what they need to go for the neural network. Suppose I want to solve some equations, for example. Equations you can solve by using some mathematical models. Like I can use, suppose load flow analysis is there, for example. I can use Gauss method, Gauss-Seidel method, Newton-Raphson method, a fast decoupled, etc. Everything I can do. Then what is the need to go for this neural networks? Similarly, your title itself based on AML, what is the need to go? We can use, because state of charge, state of health, is it not? State of power, several things are there in case of electric vehicles. I can solve by using some expressions, equations which are there. Still, we are using this machine learning, or people are using as on today quantum computing. You may be aware of that new technology which is coming up. A lot of FDPs also people are conducting on your quantum computing. Okay, before quantum computing, what is the need? Anyone can answer? Why we are going for the machine learning algorithm? Mathematical models I can get deterministic. Yeah, there also will get. They will not get. Suppose I'm using a Newton-Raphson method. Okay. Because, most of the time, suppose if you take what is that optimization techniques, where I'm deterministic optimization techniques as well as the evolutionary are there, as like genetic algorithm, PSO, ABC, artificial beacon, several things. Then what people will say, we work also deterministic. If you talk about optimization, I will reach nearer to the or exactly to the global optimal solution. I will get global optimal, local optimal. Whereas these evolution algorithm, they will go to the nearer, but people are using most of that one. Therefore, similarly here, we are using this machine learning. Machine learning means several things will come. Neural networks will come, deep learning also will come. These are several things. Therefore, in this one, we will use whenever you want fast and accurate. The, yeah, fastness. Because if you choose some data, suppose you are using deterministic method like Newton-Raphson method, it will take it will take some time. Suppose if you take entire state grid of Karnataka state, the state grid means number of buses will increases. Then if you use any method, most of the time utilities they will use FDLF, fast decoupled load flow. Your number of buses are increased, then computational time. We want real time. What is the real time computation? Most of the time, real time means some data is coming, immediately you should process, I should control also. That is about the real time. Therefore, when my simple algorithm itself, if it is taking lot of time, there is no for the real time, because the power system is a dynamic in nature power system. Therefore, it is dynamic in nature, every few seconds it will goes on changes. Therefore, time is a matter. Therefore, whenever you want fast and accurate solution, then we will go for the this type of things. And one more thing in this one, that is about the why the title itself AML. Now come back another one, electric mobility. Electric mobility, as on today we are seeing on roads of the several electric vehicles. MG Hector is there, as well as the Tata, several versions of, as well as the Maruti, is it not? Tesla, several things. In Indian system also several electric. But electric vehicles, in the electric vehicles we will know about the hybrid vehicles as on today. What is the difference hybrid vehicle? You will have, apart from this engine, okay, IC, therefore we will require some more electric motors. Therefore, the cost is more because we need not go for any charging, and immediately while running itself will get charged. Therefore, sometimes we will work on the electric vehicle, electric motor. After that, we can switch over to the fuel also. That is about the hybrid vehicles. Pure electric vehicle, if it is there are several versions are there on pure electric vehicles also. That is, I have seen. I like very much MG Comet, very small and compact. Therefore, it is everything is autonomous. It is not. They are not autonomous. Driver is required. But whenever I am talking about this autonomous electric vehicles, what is the meaning of autonomous electric vehicle? There is driver is not required. Is it not? Therefore, driver is not required. Okay. Then to make that one, okay, that my machine should act as a driver. You should be able to see, you should be able to think, able to control also. Then what is the requirement? What you want? Is it not? Because most of the time in the electric vehicles also we are having level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5 vehicles are there. Level 0 means it is like a manual car only. Whatever you are having, ABC, clutch, everything. But here, in case of this level 1 of the function, there are several functions will be there, is it not? That is cruise control, brake, okay, several things. One of the function I will make autonomous. That is without my, suppose driver is sleeping, for example, or thinking some other thing. If some in between something has come, automatically apply the brake. There is one function we will make, that is level 1 level 1 self-driving car or autonomous vehicle. You make two functions, cruise control as well as your braking. The two functions will make like a, that is 2 level. Okay. Yeah, here only. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, in this one, two revolutions are happening side by side in the automotive industry. One is the transition to electric cars and the rise of autonomous vehicles. This I will talk very briefly in this one. The motors which are required, okay, we will like BLDC motors they will not use for the like four wheelers. BLDC motors are used only for the smaller things like scooters, etc. As on today you might have seen in fans also people are using. Is it not? We are having at present we are having induction type single phase induction type motors. We are replacing with BLDC motors. What the advantage if you use BLDC motors? The brushless DC motor advantage is that initial cost is more. Suppose I will get 1,500 this one or 2,000 like that. BLDC motor will cost around 3,000. But power consumes, it consumes power around 70 to 75 watts power consumes. That 20 to 25 watts or maximum 30 watts BLDC. And speed is more efficiency. Therefore, most of the time people are using as on today the instead of a single phase induction motors they are using BLDC fans also in the household. And scooters anyhow people are using this BLDC motors. And most of the time in case of electric vehicles people are using what type of motors? Induction type motors and synchronous motor, permanent magnet synchronous motors they are using. And if you see this permanent magnet synchronous motor, the advantage is that it is high efficiency. Pointer, where it comes? Pointer. Okay, fine. Okay, high efficiency, that is up to 95%. Okay, and high torque at low speed, and compact and lightweight, and smooth, precise control, useful for autonomous driving. And why you want AEC, autonomous electric vehicles? That is excellent efficiency, longer battery range, that is, and high controllability, smooth acceleration needed for AI based control, and good for both city and highway driving. Whereas these BLDC motors, high efficiency and no brushes, that is means less maintenance and good torque and easy to control with electronic communication. Okay. And why we are using autonomous electric vehicles? Simple, reliable and useful for low speed autonomous vehicles. That is for example like scooters and all. Four wheelers we will not use this BLDC motors. And induction motors if you see, these are features as all of you will know, robust and durable, no magnets, low cost and good performance at high speed, okay, and simple construction. Therefore, in electric vehicles, autonomous electric vehicles handles temperature variation well and strong acceleration and less expressive than permanent magnet synchronous motor, because as most of the thing, the cost is increasing because of the permanent magnets. And people are using, a lot of research is also taking place in SRM, switched reluctance motors. Therefore, if you see the switched reluctance motor, some of the features, no magnets, very cheap and very robust and high temperature tolerance and simple construction. And why we are using is not that we using this switched reluctance motor is that produces noise and torque ripple and control is more complex. That is why still some research is going on in this switched reluctance motor. Now, what is electric vehicle? Because so far since last 5 days you are studying about this, speakers are talking about electric vehicles and all that. Therefore, in this one there is no engine, okay, and no fuel, no emissions, and quiet, and it is efficient, okay, because when the electric vehicle is moving, we don't know, there's some sound also we cannot hear, okay, quiet and efficient, and charged like a mobile phone. Wherever you want, as an AC charging or DC charging, we can keep for the charge. And examples, several vehicles are there, as I mentioned in the beginning itself. You are having Maruti, Tata, as well MG, etc. Then what is autonomous? Autonomous means driverless or whatever it may be, what we are calling. That is requires an autonomous vehicle is a self-driving car. Already in USA, Tesla is manufactured. That is a self-driving car that can move on the road without human input, using, without human is not there, it requires sensors, cameras plus AI. What is the need for sensors? It will collect the data. Cameras, image. Okay. To process this data as well as image, we require AI. Therefore, for this, what type of AI? AI is a broad area. Isn't most of the time we will use deep learning algorithms are used for this process sensors data as well as the camera's image. Therefore, in this autonomous vehicle, these sensors are like eyes in the vehicle, eyes of the vehicle. AI is like brain. It can detect people, cars, obstacles, and it can steer, accelerate, and brake automatically. Suppose cameras, it will capture the picture. For example, stop signal, STOP is there. Sometimes you should be able to read and should process immediately. Then you should take the action. And sometimes what happens is that STOP stop is there, someone has removed O. Then how some noise is there? Isn't it? Even this noisy environment also, it should be able to work. Okay. Therefore, to process in autonomous vehicles, we require AI, artificial intelligence, that too, deep learning algorithms. And come back to these levels, as I was mentioning, level 0 is a manual, as what we are having ABC, accelerated brake and clutch, and level 1 assistance, only one assistance, that is like cruise control. Level 2 partial autonomy, that is most, as on today we are having, as I mentioned, cruise control also will automatically will have brake also, or some other any two functions we will call level 2. Level 3 I missed something, okay, some more automation. And level 4 driverless in certain areas, okay, and level 5 fully driverless everything. Therefore, in this one level, as on today we are having in India also, in particular MG, Hector and all that, they are having level 2 we are having. Therefore, in future we may get level 3, level 4, level 5 also we may get, but in India with respect to the level 5, it is very, very difficult, because when we are having autonomous electric vehicles, they should interact also, because driver is not there, one vehicle to another vehicle is there, then they will interact. Therefore, that software is also is there, because such that when it is moving, how much a driver is there, how much distance should keep, like that, okay, communication. And what happens when you combine electric vehicles plus AV, autonomous vehicle? Therefore, both together we are calling as the autonomous electric vehicle. Therefore, in this one, this gives us autonomous electric vehicle, that is simply being AEV, a clean electric vehicle plus self-driving capability. Okay. And why this combination is required in future? Electric motors are easier for computers to control, and electric vehicles already use sensors and electronics, and creates zero emission, safer, intelligent transportation. Okay, and most of the time, the word which has come intelligent in electric engineering, people are using as smart grid. Everything that people are using adding smart. What is the smart? Most of the time, when anyone has done any work on smart grid or some word is there smart, I will ask what is the smart? What is the smart? Is it advanced technology? Embedded with intelligence. Yeah, it will take intelligent decisions, and one was autonomous. It should automatic. Everything should. We will call that type of things as a smart. Okay, not that smart. What generally we will use. Okay. Okay, breakdown into two domains, that is electric vehicle plus autonomous, that is battery. What is required is that electric vehicle fundamentals, battery is required, electric vehicles, motors, some permanent magnetic synchronous motor, and power electronics converters are required, DC to DC, and charging, okay, and regenerative braking. This is for the electric vehicle. Therefore, in case of autonomous vehicle fundamentals, what it requires? Sensors. They will act as eyes and ears of the car. That is what sensor? Camera, lidar, radar, ultrasonic. Whereas AI perception point of view, brain that identifies objects, okay, and it requires GPS plus SLAM, etc. That is. Therefore, all these put together, we are using in the autonomous electric vehicles. To organize autonomous electric vehicle concepts into 5 layers, one is the sensors, second one perception, that will require AML. Most of the time, as I mentioned, deep learning, one of this CNN, convolution neural network, is pertaining to the deep learning. Therefore, this one more algorithm is that people are using as I told you, YOLO, YOLO. YOLO full form, anyone knows? You only live once. It is very peculiar. Why YOLO full form? You only live once. It is also similar to the CNN, convolution neural network, but it is more faster because as I mentioned, when we are getting some image and all that, you should process very fast. Then only you can take some decisions. That is why the CNN is a basic thing. That the variation of the CNN is a YOLO. Okay. And third layer is the localization. That is how vehicles know their exact position. Okay, some GPU, etc., and all that. And planning, decision making. When you want decision making, that is intelligent decision. Therefore, we require that is AI once again, overtaking, stopping, turning, etc. Layer 5 control, low level command to the vehicle, and this framework keeps the audience engaged and organized. Okay, some out of this, I want to concentrate some of the algorithms, that is in particular deep learning algorithms of CNN. I will talk more. Just I want to go some other people. Neural network is better.
You want to close, no, sir?
Yeah, I want to
close.
Close. Yeah. Okay, just neural network.
End slides. End slides to click to exit.
Okay, meanwhile, I want to talk about briefly about neural network. Then I will switch over to the deep learning. One neural network will be there. Yeah, this one. Okay, with neural network, okay, because all whatever you call machine learning or anything, these are all subset of all under AI only. Okay, if you want here, if you observe this AI, okay, AI is a broad area. Everything will call artificial intelligence. Okay, and several algorithms are there. These are all algorithms. Next, this machine learning subset neural networks. Next one, deep learning. Okay, they are all under umbrella of AI. One thing is missing here. What is that? Every day we will use that. Apart from artificial intelligence is a broad one umbrella. Under this umbrella, we are having machine learning, neural network. There are algorithms. Machine learning, we are having k-means clustering, physical component, several things. Neural networks, we are having back propagation algorithm, self-organizing several things. Deep learning, several algorithms, CNN, recurrent neural network, etc. As on today, one more missing. We are using daily also. Generative AI. Is it not? ChatGPT. Huh? Therefore, everything will comes under AI. That is, without ChatGPT, they will not. Is it not? For everyone, from students to professors or anyone, those are in need of. Therefore, in this one, in the any machine learning algorithms, what is the requirement? Two things will be there. One is the training, another one is the testing. Therefore, mostly I will say two things: training and testing. Then how you will train? I want some algorithms are there, everything. Some algorithms will be required out of those machine learning or deep learning or whatever it may be. Therefore, how you will train? To train, because I will talk about the specialties of this, in particular this artificial intelligence, in particular neural network. I will talk back once again. I will come. Okay, before that, every time it artificial intelligence, is it not? Without AI, there is no. Everyone want any BTech, huh? Artificial intelligence, AI. Okay, CSC, AML, some electrical engineering also we can have AML, artificial intelligence. Is it not? Therefore, where is the natural intelligence? When artificial is there, we should have a natural also. Where is the natural intelligence? Our brain is there. Then how intelligence will get? Because we see two kids are there. One kid is more intelligent, one kid is medium. One kids IQ levels are more, some kids IQ levels are less. If you see sometimes, is it not? Why?
Training, knowledge
Huh?
acquiring. Training is the kid has been trained more.
Training, because kid environment. Therefore, if you see what I picked from the literature, what about intelligence? The social behavior increases the ability of an individual to adopt. Social behavior. Okay. And one more thing is that there is a third point. If you see, there is a relationship between adaptability and intelligence. The person who is more adaptive, because sometimes if you see, if you go in train, people will not get sleep, and sometimes people will change their place, they will not get some inconvenience. But some people will, they are more robust. Whatever it may be, train or it may be flight, they will happily they can sleep. Whatever they will get, they will eat also. More robust. Therefore, when adaptability and adaptive more, that person is more intelligent. That is what literature says. And one more thing is fourth point, if you observe, intelligence arises from interactions among individuals. What it means? Suppose in a class is there. In a class, 60 students are there. Class representative is there. The class representative will talk with all, another 15 students will talk. Suppose in the class, a group of 3 students only is there. They will not mingle with anyone, for example. They will talk among them 3 only. Who is more intelligent? The 3 who are the information is passed only among 3 students. But CR, that fellow will give more information. That is all 15 students, what is etc. Some whatever the information. Therefore, what it says, intelligence arises from interactions and individuals. If you interact more, you will get more information. Therefore, recently I read one proverb. How will you become knowledgeable person? Or knowledge is different and wisdom is different. Is it not? Both are different. Then what the quotation says, we should meet good people, okay, and good books you have to read. Then the person will become more intelligent way of working. And one more thing, what is the difference between intelligent as well as the wisdom. There is one more proverb which says, a person can be knowledgeable. A person can be knowledgeable with other person's knowledge, but a person cannot be wise with other person's wisdom. Based on this one, I will tell one small story. That is, every day will cap seller story. Everyone knows. LKG students are know. That cap seller. What is that? A cap seller in the hot summer, in the month of May, is selling the cap. Morning, he started from his house 8 o'clock. Then he was selling the cap, and 1 o'clock under a tree, he had his lunch. He has slept for a while. When he has slept for a while, on the tree, monkeys are there. All the monkeys came, took all the caps. When he wake up, then caps are not there. He's seen on the tree. All the monkeys are wearing the caps. He's surprised how to retrieve. Then what he has done is that he was also wearing the cap. He kept his cap on the ground. All the monkeys are also observing. They kept that cap on the, like that to retrieve. After going to the house, he informed his son, today this happened. The father who is telling his son this incident is informing knowledge or wisdom. It's only knowledge, is it not? Then after 10 days or so, the cap seller had some work. Okay, he asked his son to sell the caps. He also, morning he left, or summer. Okay, then as usual, 1 o'clock lunchtime, he also had his lunch, and the same time he slept. As usual, monkeys are there. Then all the monkeys took the caps. Then he woke up, as usual, caps are not there. Then he seen on the tree, all the monkeys are wearing the caps. He recollected what his father told. If the monkeys took the caps, you keep whatever the cap you are wearing on the ground, you can retrieve. He recollected, okay, and kept his cap. Now what happened? Monkeys are the smart. One monkey came, took that cap also. Therefore, that is the wisdom and knowledge. Both are different because these are all AI are based upon the knowledge based systems. Okay. Now, if you see, just I will talk about briefly about neural network because something is required for me. Suppose as I mentioned in the beginning, why we are using this AML? As I mentioned, when you want fast and accurate solutions, we want. Okay. Anyhow, optimization process, it will take, we will not use these things. Some other things are there just for pattern recognition, etc. and all. One thing you can underline, fast and accurate solutions we will use. If you see the brain, it will do because we are mimicking the brain. Whatever the name you will give, we are mimicking the brain. First thing is the pattern recognition. Generally, I will give a simple example. When I am studying 5th class, my friend was there. His name is Rama. Okay. In the class, 60 members are there. Rama is my close friend. Then after 1 year, his father was transferred. He left. After that, no interaction. Therefore, after completing my BTech, when I went to Bangalore, I seen a person like Rama. Because I don't know, because height is changed, weight is changed, lot of noise, is it not? Then still I'm thinking, oh, he's Rama only. Then I will go and ask, what is your name? He says, yes, my name is Rama. Still several Ramas may be there. I will ask, 5th class, which school you have studied? He says so and so. Oh, he's my friend. Then here, in this episode, what I want to say is that 5th class, 1 year is very close, and after that, no interaction. In spite of that one, just by seeing that face, lot of noise is there, height is changed, weight is changed, color is changed, everything is changed. Still he able to recognize, yes, is Rama. How? He cannot recognize all the another 58 students, he cannot recognize. Only Rama only he can recognize because his close friend is sitting beside, okay, daily interaction, is having interest also. When you are having some interest, these features will store in the pixels of the brain. If you study anything new thing also, when you are having some interest, it will store. Most of the time, teacher is not there, for example. If you are having interest, if you read, we never forget in our lifetime. Interest. Therefore, that fellow is having interest. The features are stored in the pixels, each pixel, is it not? You know pixel? Huh? That is pen is, this is a, oh yeah, oh sorry. That is what you see a matrix like this. This is what we will call pixel. It will store in the pixels of the brain. Other it will never stores. For example, I will give most of the time. Suppose in the house, kids are going. Okay, they're moving, going to some outside. Father or mother they says, while coming, you bring some bananas or some tablets or something. That fellow says yes. After he will reach after 1 hour or 2 hours without that, without bananas or without tablets. Why? He doesn't have any interest. Oh, have you brought tablets? He says no. He will go once again. Okay. Similarly, in the class, teachers will give some assignment. Most of the time, students, next day teacher comes, I've done assignment. No one will do. Because they will say some forgot or I could not be, several things, excuses. But here what I want to say is that if the brain will catch only when you are having interest, otherwise brain will not catch. Okay. That is pattern recognition. It will recognize what I want to say is that from this episode, first one, as that Rama episode which I given, lot of years doesn't have an interaction. Still, I'm able to see yes. Only Rama I can do because other person I cannot. Therefore, that's why we are using this neural network or machine learning in the industries or everything. Filter. What is the filter? The brain will act as a filter. Okay, how it works? I will give simple episode once again. Most of the time, this filter, Kalman filter, and all that we will use to filters in the house. Filter what for? We will use if I prepare a cup of tea, then I will use the filter. I will remove the tea dust. Similarly, when noise is there, I can remove the noise. From several algorithms are there. In this brain also will act as a filter. For example, I will go to my train is from Chennai, okay, or Delhi, okay, Chennai for example. From Chennai, I want to go to Delhi. Then my train is night at about 12 o'clock. Therefore, after the train is at 12 o'clock and I want to stay in Delhi 10-15 days, there's a lot of work I done in the morning. I reached the railway station by 11:30 or 11:40 like that. After reaching the railway station, because the entire day I work, and after reaching railway station, there is some announcement. Train which is expected to come 12 o'clock, it is some 12:30. Therefore, my body want entire day I work, my body wants some rest. On platform, I will see some chair or something. After sitting for a while, I will sleep happily. I can sleep because in the station, lot of noise is there. Vendors are shouting, advertise, okay, some advertisements are coming, noise, someone is speaking, and train noise, several things. In spite of several noises are there, I can happily sleep. Same noise is there in the house. Can we able to sleep in the house? Suppose someone is watching TV, I want to sleep. I will say, reduce the volume or don't talk something because we are having control. But in the railway station, there is no control. Still, by sitting for a while, I am able to sleep happily. 5-10 minutes, we will sleep without our notice. Because what is happening is that my body wants some rest. Then what brain will do? Whatever the noise is there surrounding us, it is filter out. Therefore, most of the time, these machine learning algorithms, in particular neural networks, also people are using for filtering the noise, image processing, etc. Okay, because this for the filtering in the state estimation, as I mentioned, my problem was there in power system. We used neural networks based for this filter some noise. And one more thing, associative memory. What do you mean associative memory? Associative means if you know something, based on that I can get. Because this associative memory algorithm people will use in computer science. Just I will talk about the meaning associative memory. I will come to my office, I will do certain work, and after that I will lock it. I want to go to civil department, mechanical department, computer science, some work. I want to meet some faculty. I will come back. When I come back, I will see. I want to open my room. Key is missing. And how can I retrieve? I can retrieve. I will went first to civil department. I will ask the faculty. Any key is there? He says no. I will go to the mechanical. He is also say no. Computer science, like that I can retrieve. Okay. You might have seen good old movies also. Good, not new movies, very old in 50s, 60s. Okay. Hero or heroine, they will lost this memory. then doctor advises change the place. They will go somewhere. After that, seeing something, they will recollect everything. Okay, it is like associative memory. Now come back to scanner and brain. Scanner and brain both are same. Scanner, if I keep my picture, I will get the replica of that picture. I will get. If I keep some text, I will get same thing. My brain is also doing same thing. Then both are same. As I mentioned, in which way it is different? Scanner is temporary, your brain is permanent. As I mentioned, as I recognize Rama, because his pixels are stored, his image is stored in my pixels of the brain. Therefore, it is a permanent, that too when you are having interest. If it doesn't have interest, will forget it. And one more thing, last one, brain as a plastic organ. Is it plastic organ? Given that is, in which, with respect to what I can say, brain is a plastic organ. The word plastic, I use the word, you can modify. Suppose which is in rectangle, I can make it square. Which is square, I can make into triangular. Some different shapes I can make. Similarly, most of the time if you see in the newspapers and all that, a good person, he will become bad. Bad will become very, very good. Is it not? Something will be there. I don't want to name it and all that. You will see sometimes. And if students' point of view also, if you observe, up to 10th class, that fellow is average. But plus 2, that fellow will become class topper sometimes. Sometimes up to 10th class is class topper. After plus 2, intermediate and all that, he will become average student. Why? What is happening? Everything is based on how you control your brain. Is it not? When you are having test, I want to get 9.5 my CGP or 10 out of 10 pointer I want. Then we can work. At least I can come to 9 point. Therefore, everything based upon we can erase and we can create also. That is why I use the word brain as a plastic organ. You can modify, you can change. Like therefore, based upon all these things, these are some of the capabilities of the brain. Therefore, this we are mimicking in this AML. And one more thing, one episode I want to tell you. That is, there in good olden days, one king was there. He was very rich, okay, as kings and all that. He is very rich. But that person is suffering from eye disease. And he contacted several doctors. But there is no cure. But ultimately, what one doctor suggested is that you see only green color, okay, then your disease will disappear. Then he is a king, he is very rich. That's what he has done. All the windows, doors, everything is green. And he ordered his servants, they should wear only green clothes only. Okay. One fine day, what happened is that one saint came for some donations or something. Then he's wearing, saints will wear generally saffron cloths. Okay. Then when the saint came, the servants immediately poured some green color on his clothes. The saint surprised, why you are pouring green color on my clothes? Therefore, they told that if you see, my master is suffering from eye disease. If you see this saffron color, once again it may retrieve. That is why we are pouring green color on your clothes. Then immediately the saint answered, instead of pouring a green color on me and everything is green, if you wear your specs, everything will look like green. Is it not? We can whatever the color you want. Then what it means from this one? Instead of changing everything, we have to change ourselves. If we change ourselves, everything will be under control. Okay. These are all things. And one more thing, in this neural network, 2 things will be there in training. As I mentioned, 2 things will be there: training and testing. Training, 3 types of training will be there. Supervised training, one more unsupervised training, another one is the third one, supervised, unsupervised, third one reinforcement learning. Mostly we will use supervised, unsupervised, but in case of autonomous electric vehicle, people are using reinforcement learning also. Okay, in this supervised, what is the requirement? We require the data. data with labeling data is required. Suppose I want to compute efficiency of a transformer, simple thing or anything, I require input data corresponding label. This label is nothing but we can also call output or desired output. Desired output. Okay. Whereas this is with respect to the supervised learning. Whereas in case of the unsupervised learning, only input data is required. Therefore, there is no labeling, corresponding output is not required. If you assume in case of input data is X, output data is Y, X and Y is required both in case supervised learning. In case of unsupervised, only input data is required. Therefore, based upon this one, this unsupervised learning, it is used for the classification problems, because based upon the problem, we have to make use of algorithms. My problem is something, if I are using some other algorithm, lot of errors you will get. You will get some solution, but errors will be more. Therefore, in this input data, only when we are giving for the, we should use unsupervised algorithms. We are using for the classification problems. Whereas in this one, supervised, we can use several, because one thing once again I want you can underline, based upon the problem, I should select the algorithm. Then your accuracy will enhances. Okay. And one more thing, when it is a classification problem, I will give one simple example that is given here. If you assume, if you see in this one, the computing point of view, distributed parallel self-learning or unsupervised learning, both are same. Okay. Therefore, in this algorithm, to remember very easily, in the class first year BTech, in the class 60 students, first year, first day, when students came, suppose assuming all 60 from different institutions, different colleges, then when the first day classwork is over, one will go to north, one will go to south and all. But if you see after 1 week or 10 days, okay, students will move in groups. 3 will become one group, 10 will become one group, 5 will become one group. How they made groups? When a teacher told that this 5 should be one group, this 3, no one will tell. Even if you tell also, no one will follow also. Then how will become good friends? We all are different colleges. How? There is no any algorithm is there. This 3 will become no algorithm. Then what? Huh? If you go to library, for example, I seen my friend, one of my classmate. Nobody then he will come to library. I want to become good. I will go to hotel, for example. You might have seen some friends in there. For example, he will become friendship. You will go to movie. Someone you might have seen. He will become. Therefore, for the friendship, we require not all 100% qualities need not be same. One is sufficient, one quality. Okay. Therefore, this in case of self-learning or unsupervised learning, classifying just like 3 become one group, 5 become one group, classifying. And one more example, I will tell this for the self-learning, okay, or unsupervised learning. Still, you take village atmosphere. Still, some in villages people will cook on ground with firewood only. Okay. Assuming a situation, a mother is having only one room, they're cooking on the ground floor with firewood, and she had a kid less than 1 year. Therefore, when she is cooking, because of flames, blue and yellow flames and all that, that kid fascinates. I want to go touch the fire, but mother says, "Don't touch; it is harmful to your body." But he's less than 1 year. Can you understand? He cannot. Therefore, while cooking, she used to hold that kid. And one fine day, she is cooking, okay, and she holds the kid also, but someone has knocked the door. She want to attend. Immediately, she left that kid and she want to attend. Now there is no control for the kid. He will go and touch the fire. Okay. Next day, if you take his finger near to the fire, he will touch. He will resist also. Even forcibly you want to keep near to the fire, he will resist. That means what happened? He has learned his own self-learning. Is it not? Even most of the time, kids, some of the kids also, some of the students also, everyone. Okay. Then several things will be there, but no one will listen. Okay, that's self-learning. That is, who is fool, who is intelligent. Sometimes we will call, oh, that fellow is very fool. He's done here like a fool. Who is intelligent? The fool is that we will learn from with his own experience. Is a fool. Then who is intelligent? He will learn from other people's experience. Okay, that is the simple thing, isn't it? Okay. Okay, one more thing, this AI based versus traditional programming. If you see traditional, I want to solve some equations by using some algorithmic methods. I cannot distinguish which is program, which is knowledge. Everything looks like program only. Therefore, in the case of traditional one, I cannot separate which is program, which is knowledge. This traditional embedded together program and knowledge. Whereas in case of AI based artificial intelligence or machine learning, anything, I can separate your program is different and knowledge is different. Whereas in case of the neural network, the knowledge is in terms of weights. Whereas in case of the fuzzy logic, the knowledge is in terms of rules, like that. Okay. Whereas I can, when knowledge is acquired, we can program will interact like that. AI will work. And one more thing, as I mentioned, because some lectures for the neural networks also, I don't know. As I mentioned, when you want fastness, you can go for these things. For example, neural network, simple. How will you become faster? To get faster, there is no magic, is it not? Something should be required. How we are getting fast? Very fast. And fastness also based upon the processor speed. Where your processor is your i5 processor, i9 processor, i7 processor, based on processor speed, it will take milliseconds, microseconds, nanoseconds. Actually, how it will do that much fast? Because as I mentioned, two things, training and testing. Training, it may take any number of hours. Good olden days, when I was doing in 92, okay, our computers are not this much memory, okay, very small, 612 kilobytes or something. At that 92, I'm talking, and from this nearly 40 years back. Therefore, and one more thing, when to train the network, neural network, you have to write the program and you have to train. And in between power has gone means once again we have to start from the beginning. That is 92. Now we need not write the code also. Is it not? You give Google Colab, it will give my program. Whether you want in Python, whether you want in MATLAB, it will give the code. It will execute also. Is it not? Therefore, here in this one, why I am telling with respect to, I don't know. Immediately, it has gone somewhere. I was talking with respect to, okay, how it is fast? Is it not? Why? If it is works very fast, how the time will be reduced? Okay. Therefore, what is happening is that training time, it will take any number of hours. We will not take into consideration offline. That is only we will talk with respect to testing time. Okay, testing time. How the in testing, how the computation time is reduced. For example, if you see a simple neural network, for example, in this one, okay, this is the, as you know, input layer, hidden layer, output layer. Here you will have some activation functions. Here, when network, here weights will be there. Here is ith layer, this is ith layer, jth layer, kth layer. In between, these are weights. We have to initialize. During training, what is happening is that these weights will modify. I will start with initial weights. The initial weights between plus 0.5 to minus 0.5 or less than 1. Greater than 0, less than 1 should be, and plus and minus. Then if you start with some initial weights and it will converge, they will stabilize to some other values. That is, if you want some weight is there, W new equal to your W old plus change in the weight. This old is whatever you have initialized. Then after moving several forward, backward several times, then what happens is that this weights will be stabilized. Then one more thing is that how you will get delta W change in the weight. To update the weights, I can initialize between any range, either plus or minus 0.5 or plus or minus plus and minus 0.2, plus or minus 0.6, some anything less than 1. But this to update the weights, new old plus change in the weight. How will you change the weight? This is the heart of the neural networks. This change in the weight, this expression we will get from the any one of you? From the derivative, you are nearer, not exact. Derivatives nearer, 90%, 10%. Cost function is objective function. That is I want from word feedback. That means some learning loss I want. As I mentioned here, I will talk this learning loss. Yeah. Suppose this is your learning, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement and several learning loss are there. From this one, we will get in supervised learning once again separate types: perceptual learning, delta learning, withdrawal of correlation learning. Unsupervised several Hebbian learning, competitive learning. You will use second one is very popular, and in this one I will get perceptual learning, delta W. Unsupervised learning, sorry, delta learning, delta W. These are all, sorry, this delta W we will get from the learning loss. That's why I will call learning loss at the heart of the neural network. If you know this one, everyone you can understand. Therefore, most of the time, one more I will advise the students is that do some hand calculations. Okay, not up to convergence. You take some data. Okay, for example, transformer, very simple. What is the input I want to use to compute efficiency of a transformer using neural network, for example, from back propagation algorithm. Simple. Very in the algorithm, several hundreds of algorithms are in the neural network. Back propagation algorithm is must. If you want to talk about deep learning also, this BPA, back propagation algorithm is a must. You can understand very easily. In this one, I want to solve, because to solve efficiency of the transformer, there is no need to use neural network, but for the hand calculations to understand how it works. Efficiency of a transformer I want to calculate. What is the input data is required? The input data for the transformer, what is the input data? I require output of the transformer, because assuming transformer is some 3 kVA transformer and 230 by 40 volts, 50 hertz, etc. Okay, output. Input of the transformer is one. Second one, I will require iron losses, I require copper losses. If I know these three things, corresponding to this input, I can calculate efficiency. Simple. But most of the time in the classroom, what we will in the lab, when students come to the lab or in the hand calculation in the classroom, we will do full load, half of the full load, 3/4, 1/4 like that. Only 4 calculations we will do. But I want 100 values I want. Then what I can do? If I are having output, 100 outputs are there, you get 100 data sets. How to we can manipulate this, calculate iron losses, copper losses later. 1000 also you can do. Therefore, to get this here, assuming my power factor is 1 cos pi, then I will get 3 kilowatts, for example. But I want 100 data sets are required. In the classroom or lab, you will do only 4 data sets. Then what I have to do? 100 data sets I want. Output of the transform. Most of the time, what we will do is that if you want large number of data, we will use random number generator. Rand function is there, is it not? In the MATLAB as well as the C everywhere. Therefore, to generate more number, more means a fuzzy word, is it not? 100, 1000, whatever you want. You will use suppose in this one output, if you want to generate random numbers, I require what is some minimum value is required and maximum value is required. And one more thing, how many you want to generate? Whether you want to generate 100, 20, 1000. Therefore, minimum it is the value is rated 3 kVA or 3 kilowatts. Minimum I will assume some 5 kilowatts, 5. Maximum is 3. Sorry, not 5. It is some 5 watts. 5 watts, it is some 3000 watts. Minimum is 5 watts, maximum is 3000 watts. How many I want? Let us say I want 1000. 1000 output values I want for this. Then what we can do? My question is clear. I want to change the data.
Please,
Okay, yeah, fine.
we'll break for it.
Yeah, definitely.
We will have a short
In 10-15 minutes I will stop. When I'm talking about this neural network or a part of the machine learning, in this one the learning rules are heart of the neural network. Like that we will update the weights. I was mentioning, yeah, this I stopped here. To generate more data sets, we require some 100 data sets, 1000 data sets. I require some minimum value and maximum value, and how many. Then what you will do is that your output equal to your output, which is equal to minimum value plus rand function. Rand is a library function. Rand, how will you define? One is the row, another is the column. I want row wise or column wise. Let us say if you put 20 comma 1, that will be 20 data sets I will get. Is a row, first one is a row, column. If you make 1 comma 20, I will get column wise I will get. Therefore, into maximum value minus minimum value. If you run this one sentence, this statement, then you will get 100 data sets, you will get output. When you will get 100 data sets of the output, then for any output, your iron loss are constant and your copper losses varies. Each output, once again, you have to calculate the copper losses. Then you are having 100 data sets or 1000 data sets, whatever it is. Then each input, you calculate the efficiency by output power plus losses. Therefore, like that, we can have what we will do is that 1, 2, dot, dot, 1000, for example. Then you will have the input corresponding output efficiency of xy. Then what people will do is that out of 1000 data sets or 100 data sets, whatever it may be, how many patterns will give for the training? Pattern means this input and output put together, I will call it the pattern. Okay. Therefore, because these are all randomly generated, most important thing is randomly. We should not generate linearly. Linear means suppose this is 5 to 3000, 5 kilowatts, 5.1 kilowatts, 5.2 kilowatts, 5.3 watts. It is a linear. One should not do linear, randomly. Therefore, in this one, 70% of data you will use for the training and remaining 30%. Some people will use 80, 20 like that. Okay. Therefore, when you train the network will stabilize the weights, whatever you are having, they will stabilize. At the time of training, I will give input and corresponding output also. This is my calculated output, this is a desired output. Y this is. Therefore, I will show the x, it will calculate the output, error by moving backward, my weights will be modified, some expression will be there like that. The process continues after 1000 iterations or 2000 iterations, weights will be stabilized. Training will be over. At the time of testing, I will give only input. At the time of testing, only input should be given. There is no output. This output, I should get exact output, whatever I am having calculated output. Therefore, why all these things I am telling, why it is fast? Because your weights are stabilized. I am giving some input. What neural network is doing? It is doing addition, subtraction, multiplication. Then I will get the output. Therefore, based upon this calculation, addition, subtraction, multiplication, based upon the process speed, time will be decreases. That is why testing time is, we will talk in terms of nanoseconds, microseconds, based upon the process speed. Okay, this is about. Now, whatever this neural network I am talking, this is only with respect to the conventional neural network, what people will call as in today shallow neural networks. Shallow means it will not extract any feature map. Therefore, in this neural network, okay. Okay, these all neural network and back propagation and all that is for the shallow neural network we will call. Therefore, in this one, when we are using some activation function, these are all we will call activation function or nonlinear functions. This sigmoidal is very popular, then tan hyperbolic and Gaussian function. But in case of this ReLU function, you might have come across ReLU. ReLU means rectified linear unit. The advantage of this one, if you observe, this all negative values are zeros and positive x is 1, y is also 1, x is 2, y is 2, like that. Therefore, in compared with the sigmoidal activation functions, this ReLU function will become work very faster. Therefore, there are several variations of the ReLU function is there, but most of the time people will use this ReLU. You want fastness without any calculation, because if one sigmoidal function is there. When sigmoidal function is there, output I will get 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus x. It will take a lot of time computation. Therefore, in this deep learning, deep neural networks, people will use this ReLU function only. Okay. Therefore, now come back. Just I will talk about this. It will not extract any features. Another 5 minutes I will talk about. Just I want another. Just one. Okay, I will take only 5 minutes. This one. Slideshow. In this deep neural networks, because convolutional neural network is very popular. As I mentioned, one of the variation of the CNN is the YOLO, U-only algorithm, which are used in the autonomous electric vehicles. Okay, it is very much faster than this conventional. But to understand YOLO, okay, I am not talking YOLO, I am talking only this basic thing, convolutional neural network. Okay, what is the convolution means? Neural network, what is the convolution? Because this is a buzzword, is it not? Most of the time I will ask the students, try to understand the meaning of any sentence. Then if you don't know the meaning, you see whenever our cell phones are there, we can see the meaning. If you know the meaning, we never forget. The convolution operation means one function to another function we are extracting. We are doing some function. Two functions will be required. I am converting to only one. Convolution. Okay, that I will talk. Therefore, in this one, it is all these things are required in mathematics. What is the probability theory? We require in statistics. Then we can understand easily this machine learning. And if you are seeing as a faculty, in computer science, in particular the self-finance institutions, if you are computer science means your pay is very high. Electrical, mechanical, civil, these are in particular. Whereas in case of government, anything is same, but that is the order of the day. Therefore, in this one, the networks also will have the feed forward and feedback. Like control system will have open loop system and closed loop system. This convolutional neural network, we will use our electrical applications also. RN norms we will use for the prediction, etc. CNN for the image processing. And one more thing in the CNN, what is the requirement is that most of the time data is required. Which type of data will get? Vector. Data is like a vector. But in case of the CNN, we require data in image. Okay, as in today we are having another version also like vector only, but most of the image is required. Suppose image, how you will get? Suppose you want to process A, for example, you want to process A. This is the image. Then what people will do is that when A image is not coming here, I will put 0. A image is coming, I will put 1. Here image is there 1, it is 0, it is 0, 1, like that we will prepare zeros and ones image, 2-dimensional one. Therefore, whereas in case of this recurrent feedback, okay, this feedback neural networks we will use for the prediction. I want to predict something like our astrology. Okay, everything every week we will see, is it not? What happens by next week? What is the requirement to predict anything? I want to predict my load. What will be the load? After 1 hour, what is my load? Now the time is, let's say 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. What is my load? If I know earlier, I can make some arrangements. If my sufficient load is not there, I can borrow with someone. Then to predict what is the requirement? I require present 1 year data every 1 hour. Is it not? K minus 1, K minus 2, K minus 3, like that, sequential. Then I can predict K plus 1. Every 1 hour data when you are given, another 1 hour predict, you can 1 hour before what is your data. prediction. We will use the recurrent neural network. Okay. In this applications, if you see this deep learning, in particular CNN, we can use for the playing games, composing music, autonomous driving cars, building robots, medical images, diagnostic, etc. Therefore, here we will require, this is about the topology of the convolutional neural network. Okay, here we input is the image. Okay, and here also we require BPA, that I will talk very briefly. These three layers are required. One layer is the image input, second one is the feature extraction. This is not there in case of the back propagation. Therefore, in this one, what is the requirement? We will have convolution layer, ReLU, rectified linear unit, and pooling layer. And fully connected layer, third one is nothing but BPA. This I will talk very briefly what is the convolution. In the convolution operation, if this is your image input vector, input image, I should have some filters. Filters are kernels, what we will call. Generally, what is the requirement? All these filters will be all 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, different variations of the kernels, kernel or filter, both are same. Therefore, always most of the time this is 3 by 3 matrix. My image can be any number of them, 5 by 5, 6 by 6, 10 by 10. Therefore, what we will keep is that this filter, this filter I keep on this one. This is 101, I will keep on this one. On this 1, 2, 3, 201 like this. That is what I am doing is I will give with example. Oh, sorry. I will go move back. Suppose this is image. This is a filter. It is a 6 by 6 matrix. It is a filter 3 by 3. This filter I will keep on this one. I will back. Oh, sorry. Yeah. If I keep on this one, on 3, 1 will come, on 0, 0, on 1, minus 1. Similarly, on 1, 1, 5, 0 will come, 1. On image, this 3 I will keep. Then in that case, what is happening is that, like this. This is the image 301, 158 on this one image. Image is kernel is 111, 00, minus 1. Then what we are doing 3 into 1 plus 0 into 0, 1 into minus 1 like that. If you do, I will get minus 5. Therefore, like that, once again I will move by one column. I started with this one 301 to 272. I will move by one column 0, 1, 2 like that. Then output you will get minus 1, 4 by 4 matrix, minus 5, minus 4 and all that. This is we will call what I am doing. It is a convolution operation to image as a kernel or filter. Then what for we are doing? To reduce the size. Then after the convol feature is there, convolution operation, it is only linear operation. I want to convert into non-linear. If you want to convert to non-linear, we should use some activation function, that ReLU. The ReLU function if you use, what it says is that minus all zeros, positive will become positive. Therefore, if you apply here after convolved feature, if you apply your ReLU function, all where minus is there, 0, 0, positive will remain positive. It is like this. If suppose this is the convolved feature, all positive become positive, minus 9, 0, minus 2, 0, minus 20, 0 like that. Therefore, like that it will goes on. It is the ReLU function. ReLU function when I see it is linear or non-linear. It looks like linear, but it is non-linear. How can you say non-linear? My derivative should exist. Derivative is not existing. Then suppose if you see my function is like our DC. Suppose when we are driving like this, if you take derivative, what you will get? 0. But here the function is f of x. X is greater than 0, you will get same value. 0 you will get when x value is less than or equal to 0, negative. Derivative f dash x, f of x is 1 when x is greater than 0, it is 0 when x is less than or equal to. That is derivative is existing, my ReLU function is a non-linear function. Okay, like that. Therefore, in one word, if I want to say is that the CNN or deep learning we are using when you want feature extraction. There is feature extraction must for the autonomous electric vehicle. Okay, okay, like that pooling several is there because time is not sufficient, padding, several things are there in this one. Okay, okay, before closing, generally I will, there is one proverb is there. The proverb is, here it is there or not? Here it is not there. Okay, I will say, the proverb is, if you have a hammer, in the class also if you want to stop my lecture is or semester end, I will conclude with this. If you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. If you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Generally what I will say is that, my son or daughter comes from the hostel, good olden days, then mother used to cook very delicious food. He or she used to eat that food and take rest, watch TV. 2 or 3 days they will do. 4th day it is boring. Somewhere in the house, hammer is there, for example. What they will see, they will take the hammer, they will see where nails are there. As on today, every wall doesn't have any nails. And you will see chair or table is there, nothing is there, else they will hammer it. Is it not? That is a general. But with respect to this machine learning is that, what is the hammer? With respect to this topic, hammer is, you are having the tools. Suppose you are having the, if you know very well, algorithms of this machine learning, CNN, let us say, or deep learning, LSTM, several things are, if you know, there is a hammer. Then what are the tools? I will read. Someone has attacked the problem or solved the problem by using some method. I will use these methods. Therefore, when you are having a hammer, everything looks like a nail. If it doesn't have hammer, we doesn't have any idea also, is it how to attack? Most of the time people are using some research and all that. Okay. Okay. With this one I will stop. Once again, I will thank the authorities, Dr. Arun as well as the head of the department, Amarendra, okay, for giving me this opportunity. Okay. I will stop. Any general questions if you are having, you can ask.
Any questions from the audience?
Yeah. Recurrent, because recurrent is that feedback, is it not? Data is sequential data. Sequential. That is as I k minus 1, k minus 2, every 1 hour forecast, half an hour forecast. Most of the time people are using in wind forecast because this speed, everything will changes. Therefore, most of the time for prediction, every 10 minutes I want another 10 minutes. What is my load? Like that. Without previous data, we cannot. Therefore, no, most of the time if you get if electricity board, some people they will give well and good. Otherwise, one should generate like that. Therefore, if you generate the data, most of the time what I will say, 50% of the work is over. Okay, and mostly if you will get real time data, some electricity board or somewhere, then your work will have more valuable. Yeah, that's.
Any questions from the audience?
As you have mentioned that we need fast and accurate while dealing with the optimization of any. Optimization is different. That is I told. So my question is, can we consider optimization as a one-time investment? Optimization is a search process. Is it? Optimization is search process. In neural network, one algorithm was there, half-field neural network. Now, as on today, no one is using. Even though there is people good already, we also used our work in 92. Therefore, but it is not that much effective. It is also used iterative process. That is why for neural network, people are not using for the optimization. That is why people are going for this these evolution algorithms. So when you consider the training time, do we also consider optimization time? Optimization time. Yeah, let's say we are optimizing the. Yeah. So we need to consider optimization time as well, right? For yeah. Training. Yeah. Yeah. So if we want to apply the same tool model with our data, that time do we need to re-optimize again for the another? Yeah, based upon these are all dedicated. Suppose I trained for some X problem, it works only for that X problem. It will not for works for Y problem. It will not. You want to make use of that algorithm for the Y problem. Once again, you have to generate the data, you have to train the network for the Y problem. That is why I will use the word dedicated. Suppose some X load flow I used, it is used only for the load flow, I cannot use for some other thing.
Let's say for same data set we are training LSTM1.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some result. Now again, if you want to get the same result, we have to train the LSTM model again, right? We need to get the model train run again.
Yeah.
Now let's say we have optimized it.
Oh.
Now we have the hyperparameter.
Hyper,
now,
yeah.
Now with the hyperparameter we can get a better result with a less time.
Yeah.
So here in this case it will look like a one-time investment, right? We need not to.
Yeah, that's why most of the time, good old days, at the time after working for some algorithms, we want to test on the electricity board also, but people are not allowed because anything gone wrong, people are not using still in the real time applications. People are using defense and all that, but like electricity board and all, they are not using. They are using for the benchmark some offline models because something is going, everything will be out, is it not? At the time they are not allowed. Suppose if you use that one, everything is work fine. It is one time investment, very fast also I can get, but offline one can do.
Our final model, tune model will be kind of like.
Yeah, that's for example, eta is there, learning rate. Learning rate will only for a particular problem.
We already got a
Yeah, suppose a 100 bus system, assume Warangal, like that, small place and all that, then it will work. But when your parameters are changed or anything, once again it may not, like that. But the only thing is that I will insist for the, okay, some people are working well and all that, for the beginner's point of view. If you do some hand calculations, how one iteration is going on, then more clarity will be there. Otherwise, everything looks like fuzzy only. What is fuzzy? Fuzzy means there is no clarity. Everything, okay. That is.
Thank you, sir. Sir, please.
Yeah.
Sir.
Shall I clean the board?
No, sir, they will do. Yes, please, you take your seat. Sir, Professor Amrendra, sir. Please be seated.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your very deep session on neural network. Okay, so you have started a neural network in 1985 only. Okay, now we are thinking of AI, but sir has started his research with neural network in electrical engineering, that is also state estimation application. Okay, so he has a very vast knowledge in AI applications in electrical engineering. So he already gave us one direction how to work and how to take it to the next level, especially with AI. And if research scholars, if you have any doubts, interaction, after this session, you can talk to sir. Sir is available. Okay, so you can have interaction. Because in AI, you can get many doubts when you start working, especially with respect to getting results and the credibility of the results. Better after this, you can have interactions. Okay. Thank you, sir, for your valuable inputs. Now I request Professor Amrendra sir to felicitate sir with the memento.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Amrendra sir. Now we will start the valedictory session shortly because after this we have to take lunch and by 1:45 we have to be there in the exam hall that is lab because at 2 o'clock exam is scheduled. Okay, so I welcome Professor Amrendra and Professor Vinod Kumar sir for this valedictory function and all the participants. Okay, now first I will request the participants to share their feedback. Then after that Amrendra sir will give the report. Okay, so I request few participants to come voluntarily and share your feedback. Okay, anyone.
Good afternoon. This is Meenakshi from Tyagaraja College of Engineering. I came from Madurai to attend this 6 days FDP, and the FDP was very useful for us to learn about artificial intelligence and machine learning in electrical mobility systems. And each and every professor was down to earth, and their session was more useful for us to learn about the basic things in AI and ML. And especially, I liked the session of Rakshit sir from Coriel Systems. The MATLAB sessions were very useful for us, and I thank Professor sir for this uh, wonderful session. Thank you.
Feedback is much important. Please be free to share your feedback.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akshay Aspalli. I'm from PD College of Engineering. As a faculty and as a research scholar, literally this workshop, though the name is specifically with respect to electric vehicle, the speakers have covered the complete AI, ML, and the basics as well. So just I'll take another few more minutes, sir. First day, Mr. T. Sitaraman sir, he just gave the approach where all the AIML has been into not only into the banking sector, the EV and other entities as well. Means the coming days, how better way one can look for towards or make use of this as an opportunity towards AI and ML. And further adding to that, obviously, as one of co-participants, ma'am has said that Mr. Rakshit sir's MATLAB sessions was really good, hands-on, but not only the EV part, the basics of AI, ML, we have worked hands-on, and to be frank, we should appreciate his patience level as well. Few were beginners and few were already hands-on with the MATLAB. So he was very polite with everyone. He was going with a very his own slow pace where every individual were connected and did some projects as well into it. Now adding further to that, next day, Miss Priyanka Singh, though she was her way of approach was bit fast, but she has covered maximum approaches like where the data sets, how ML can be from the entity we can work towards, not only for the EV, the other entity as well. And coming next, we had another person supposed to be uh, industrial visit, where we have practically experienced, and majority of the work it is again the basics of deep learning only where it has been implemented directly. And adding to that, we K. Shukumar sir, in fact, indeed, from that day, the approach of the workshop has changed. And the person who made more of a class audience to be interacted and connected towards every individual with the knowledge what he has got through. And adding to that, yesterday's session from Chandrasekhar sir, Chandrasekhar sir, he started with his experiences, where he has worked. He shared his knowledge while working towards in not only in the machine learning or AI entities, we can also use it for the other aspects as well. Not only for specifically for research or anything, even for the classroom teaching also we can take it to. And yesterday's afternoon session, indeed, Mr. Vinod Kumar, sir, he said, sir addressed us in such a way that basics are so important to reach up to the AIML or deep learning or any other heights. Through basics and mathematical modeling, he proved himself that he's a better teacher. When it comes to today's, indeed, what we call it as the old wine is always much better than the new one. So Vinod sir, indeed, his legacy from the 85 since 1985 till today, he has walked through us from starting from very basics of how exactly in a commonly way one can understand EV from there to till the how the adaptability of it through AI/ML in specifically for electrical engineering. This is what like I have gone through in specific in detail in niche. The other fluke systems and even the Pragna systems like microsystems were indeed like they experienced made us go through the machines, what are the latest technologies and the machineries tools like where half of our work can be done by the machineries itself. So this was, and lastly the takeaway is that like yes, firstly, as already in the first inauguration session, this Central University authorities mentioned us that like they can make use of the laboratory facilities, even the collaborative research and the consortiums. They are like openly wide open with the hands. They are calling us. Definitely, sir. Like indeed, we will make use of that. And thank you for the like whole entity. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Myself, Siddharaj. I'm representing Manipal Institute of Technology. First of all, I thank organizers by organizing the ATAL FDP by choosing the opt theme of integration of AI and ML in electric mobility system. The week-long sessions were very engaging. The discussions and presentations, especially they highlighted the challenges and the new ideas what we can do in future in electric mobility systems. Highlighted by maybe Professor Shivakumar on fault tolerant of electric drives, or you can take it Priyanka Singh's optimization techniques. So all these things also we can say about a few other lectures also were very engaging. So from this workshop we can take a lot of research ideas, collaborations. We can take it up with the eminent persons, and above all we can cultivate the research thing in future also. That's what we learned, and I learned personally. Once again, thank you the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharaju sir and Akshay sir and Dr. Meenakshi madam for your feedback. And online also you have to give a feedback in the Atal portal. That is very important. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Thank you all. Now we will felicitate those who have worked really at the back end. Okay. First, I will invite the student volunteers: Shankar, Rishikesh, Kaushal, Rohan, Kampa. Students, they have worked a lot.
They are the backbone. Both you hold. Thank you. Congrats. Sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Congrats. Congrats. Come. Okay. Congrats.
Now, next, I will request our technical staff, all of you, please, Akshay, Shivprasad, Sheetal, call Madam also, Lata Madam.
Madam, you start with. Senior most, she has started the department itself.
Okay, congrats, madam.
Prasad. She's our technical assistant.
Okay, yeah. Congrats.
Lab assistant.
Okay, I'll see it here. Congrats.
Lab attendant.
Okay. Okay, congrats.
Yes, thank you, sir. Sir, please come. So I thank Professor Vinod Kumar and Professor Amarendra for the felicitation program. Okay, and I thank all the technical staff also for attending it. So now I will request Professor Amarendra to propose the report of the training program.
Respected today's chief guest, Professor Vinod Kumar sir, and my co-coordinator, Dr. Arun Kumar Patil, and my dear participants. It is very privileged and I'm very in full-fledged manner today because we have completed successfully the 6 days of journey. The design of what we have objectives, I confidently now can declare we have achieved our in maximum extent the way how we have planned this program. So successfully, I felt as a coordinator, we have achieved the objectives and fulfillments of this workshop the way we have designed. I can proudly announce this in this platform. Anyhow, it is my privilege to present a report. Anyhow, in the feedback is already given very detailedly. The same thing has to supposed to be, but we have tried our maximum extent levels to get a good knowledge people to share. In my inauguration also I told online also we can conduct the same, but we have shown interest to go to offline particularly because knowledge can be they can give online sessions, but experience if you share with them and if you motivate with the personalities who are visiting us, they are the role models for our zone and our profession. We have to take some points other than knowledge also. So knowledge is only the one aspect, but we have to take more the things from their personality and their life. That is our motto. So I feel that is also fulfilled because the personalities who are visited, they are legendaries in their zone and they have motivated us in that manner, and the motivation will be fulfilled in the coming our journey of our career. So I thank all the resource persons particularly. I thank all the members, Mr. Sitaram, Rakshit, Priyanka Singh, and who is MD Ratna Swami, Vijaya Rajeshwaran, and Professor Keshu Kumar from IT Hyderabad, and Mr. Akash, O. Chandrasekhar, Dr. Professor in NIT Delhi, and Professor T. Vinay Kumar from NIT Warangal, and last we have very eminent Professor T. Vinod Kumar. All are given their own best. They are made it their life very fulfilled, and they have shared very knowledgeable information in this platform, which will be very useful to us. Uh, Ultimately, I can say one more point: we have diversified participants in this platform. We have received a good response. We have felt somewhere how it could be achieved, but fortunately, our response is good. We have more than 65 registrations for this. We never imagined because organizing an offline workshop, it is a bit difficult. We have received a 65 registrations on that. Actively 45 participants are actively participated, and every day they have they learn so many things from the resource persons. So I thank all the participants who are coming from all over different places, and I also thank your managements because allowing 1 week is not a small thing. I know as a teacher how it could be difficult to manage in your college to participate in this 1 week. I thank you for your sincere concentration and sincere efforts you made it to participate in this program. I thank you all. I also mention, I will also give you, we are a teacher, right? So we are a teachers, we are a continuously learning. We cannot stop our journey with the learning capabilities. We have to always learn some new thing. Now teacher definition has changed. Now we are no more teachers. We are no more teachers under NEP. So a teacher is only will give the knowledge. Now we are a facilitator, right? So we are doing so many duties. We are all rounders in our colleges. We are doing our teaching. We are doing our administration. We are doing our counseling. You are a parent. You are so many things are involved for us. Be first like a peaceful mind. Keep it. You should not be pressurized in your environment. Maintain a good health in your environment. Maintain a peaceful career. How you are, because we are seeing so many examples of pressurized. We are felt bad yesterday. We got from NIT Warangal one bad news. Because of pressures and psychological imbalances, so many bad incidents are going on. Don't take the pressure that much level. So we are very peaceful human beings. First, we have to be maintain a good health conditions and peaceful mindset, so that everything will be set it out very perfect manner. So be a facilitator to your students in your environment. That will be helpful to you, or even student. So whatever we have taken this 1 week's feedbacks, so definitely it will be helpful for your next coming future. I request you all just support in the similar manner in the future coming events of Central University of Karnataka. I also welcome all of you. We are ready to collaborate with any research persons or any colleges. Very much invited, and we are very much interested to work with you. Definitely, we are very happy to share our time and your time. So we'll get a bright outcomes from that. So I thank you one and all for this final validatory session, and I am also happy with a very full-fledged manner. I am signing off with this program. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Professor Amarendra sir. So finally, I will propose the vote of thanks in short. Okay. So first and foremost, I would like to thank Professor Vinod Kumar sir for joining us as a chief guest for this valedictory function and making this valedictory function successful. And our university administration, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Bhattu Satnarayana, Professor Biradar Sir, and Dean School of Engineering, Professor Parmesha Sir in their absentia. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks for CUK administration for making all the efforts and allowing us to conduct this FDP and supporting us for this FDP. So I thank CUK administration. Then next, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks for all the participants for making this event successful. Without the participant, this event would not have been successful. Okay, I thank all the participants, and our special thanks to all our School of Engineering staff, especially Layak Ali sir, Parmesh sir, and Nitin sir, Sangmesh sir, and Santosh sir, and Prasad sir, Sudhir sir, he is in absentia, and if I missed anyone, and if because without them this workshop or FDP would not have been possible, and Sudhir sir and Santosh sir, they helped in arranging the CUK devices in the lab, because each and everyone has to coordinate. Then only such programs we can organize. Without the support of the staff, we cannot organize. That is what sir has highlighted. Working in harmony, working in synchronization in the department, it is very important. Without that, without harmony, we cannot achieve anything. That is what is missing in many institutions we are seeing now, because no one will get the salary, because we get our own salary, no one will get other salary. Okay, at the end of the day, we will all will get salary. Okay, we are all serving for the salary, no doubt, but mental harmony, mental peace is very important. For that, we have to work in coordination, and already sir has highlighted that. And I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all our non-teaching staff, because day and night they are working. Okay, whenever I call, they are ready to help us. All four were helping, and finally student volunteers, our final year students have also, because in the vacation also they are available here, and they have done all their help. And our research scholars also, they are here, they are supported us, and they are registered in large scale. Okay, so I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our research scholars. And directly or indirectly, those who have contributed to this faculty development program. I would like to thank them, press and media. I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone. And if I missed anyone, I'm sorry, but I thank everyone for making this event successful. And after this, we'll have lunch. Okay, so I requested the caterer to provide a different lunch, at least last day, because 5 days we had almost same lunch. So we have to see what suspense is, surprise is waiting. Okay, so we'll see that. Then after that lunch, exactly at 1:45, 1:50, we'll assemble in the lab. And if you have any doubts, wait, we will guide you in the lab, so that in 15-20 minutes we'll wind up the exam, and then we can proceed. Thank you. Special thanks to PDA, TCE, and Saran Basa University for making this event successful. Thank you all.